Hey everybody, Chad McNabb driving here in East Tennessee, and right now I'm in Loudon County, but I'm about to enter into Knox County on Highway 11 or Lee Highway into the city of Farragut here in the very western part of Knox County. Of course, Farragut is a very popular suburb of Knoxville. Probably has the highest average income and housing prices in Knoxville metro area. So I got building a new Publix grocery store on the left. Big new apartment complex over here on my right. Said highest average income and housing over here in the Knoxville metro area. You're right next to the Tennessee River and Fort Loudon Lake too over here. So that is one reason why Farragut is a very popular community to live in. I also believe they do not have any property tax in Farragut. Of course, like I said, it was incorporated back in the 1980 because the city of Knoxville was growing this way west, and the people that lived over here did not want to be incorporated to the city of Knoxville. So they incorporated Farragut in 1980 to avoid being incorporated in Knoxville. Also, too, it has probably the highest rated schools system or in the Knoxville metro area. We got Farragut High School over here. We'll drive into one of these down the street here in a minute. So you got a lot of older 70s and 80s housing over here. Several golf courses, Fox Den Country Club over here. Also, too, here just a few miles from here is the largest shopping area in East Tennessee called Turkey Creek. It is back off close to the Interstate 40 and between Interstate 40 and Lee Highway or Kingston Pike. Turkey Creek has all kinds of shopping, Walmart, Target, all kinds of restaurants, movie theater, office buildings, hotels, anything is over in Turkey Creek. So you can have all the shopping you want. And then, like I said, all kinds of existing housing, but also all kinds of newer housing being built over here too. And this is one of the newer subdivisions on my right. That's very top end subdivision. I think it's called Bridgemore. I think there's a multi-million dollar, all those houses are multi-million dollar houses right there, and going big lots right there in Bridgemore. This is McPhee Road that I'm on right here. Just within about a mile or so too of the Tennessee River and Fort Loudon Lake. You'll see it coming up, and then the Smoky Mountains are in the distance too. I may not be able to see the Smoky Mountains right now. It's cloudy in the distance, so you probably might not see them. So this is coming up to here. Several new subdivisions being built. There's McPhee Manor, Brass Lantern, Price Farm on my left. And then coming up on my right is McPhee Park. Has a greenway. There's greenways that go all through here, Farragut, through the neighborhoods too. You got ball fields over there, pickleball courts, volleyball courts. The Grove at Boyd Station. meadows on McPhee. Right there. And there's another part of the meadows on McPhee. I'm coming up to Boyd Station Road. If you turn right, that will take you back to Loudon County. And let's actually, there is an area over here called Choteau too that is not in the city of Farragut. But if you live in Choteau, you will go to Farragut High School. Choteau is just a community just outside the city limits of Farragut, over here by the lake and Loudon County. There's some new big subdivision being built right here on my left. And like I said, over here on my right is a little inlet of the lake, and then I believe there's several subdivisions over there off of North Shore Drive. Multi-million-dollar subdivisions, housing, multi-million-dollar houses, and those subdivisions over here on my right. Montgomery Cove, I believe, is one of them. Willow Cove right here. Like I said, this is a part of the offshoot of the lake, more like a cove than the main part of the lake. Like I said, Farragut was incorporated in the 1980s, so really it doesn't have a downtown because it's really a newer city. But they are building a town center over here that I'll go by here in a little bit to give it a little bit more of give it a downtown kind of feel area. I think population of about 25,000, Farragut. Like I said, if you keep going straight here, you'll run into, there's a Willow Creek golf course, and then right across the street from Willow Creek is Fox Den Golf Course and Country Club. Willow Creek is a public golf course. Fox Den is a country club, and there's a Fox Den subdivision over there too that you could live in, which has probably got a lot of houses from the 70s and 80s. Go back over here by some of the newer houses in the lake over here. And I'll go around back close to the town center, or maybe around Turkey Creek. There we go. I believe that is called, those houses over there is Montgomery Cove. I think that's a gated community too. It's off North Shore Drive. North Shore Drive, for 15-20 miles, you can drive all the way on it for 15-20 miles, and it's filled with subdivisions, houses, right next to the Tennessee River and Fort Loudon Lake. And it goes all the way from here in Farragut all the way to within about probably 5-6 miles of downtown Knoxville. So right here, you're probably 20-25 miles from downtown Knoxville. Knox County has a population of a little over 500,000, and it's been rapidly growing, of course, since 2020 and the pandemic. A lot of people's moved here since then. Of course, there's another park on the lake over here. Got some sidewalks over here to walk on by these subdivisions. Firestone subdivision right here on my left. There's a yacht club too over here on my out North Shore that you can, as a park, volleyball, greenway. It has actually a yacht club where there's actually Concord Yacht Club, which actually has boats with the sails on it still. And then a couple miles up here is Concord Marina, which is a marina for your normal electric motor boats. Part of the back part of one of these sloughs or whatever you want to call them, not the main lake.
And the race continues, John. Back and forth they go.
Of course, Knoxville, they just built a brand new minor league baseball stadium in downtown Knoxville in the old city. It's really a nice new minor league baseball stadium, and has several apartment and condo buildings right next to it too. Okay, here is Concord Road. If you turn right, you would run back out to North Shore Road, like I said, which goes for miles, and especially back towards downtown Knoxville with all kinds of housing and subdivisions. And then Westland Drive too. It's another major road with a lot of nice subdivisions on it too here in West Knoxville. I'm gonna go back up here by the new town center they're building. Right off Lee Highway or Kingston Pike. Lee Highway goes all the way, you can take it all the way to downtown Knoxville, all the way back down to Chattanooga. Highway 11, and then in Knoxville, when you get in Knox County, they call it Kingston Pike. And then now I'm coming on to Campbell Station Road, which will actually go straight to the Interstate 40, and to the left side of Turkey Creek Shopping Center. All right, now here we go. Here we're coming up to this new town center area they're building here in Farragut. Then over here on my left is where I think the town of Farragut has its like city hall and those kind of buildings. Of course, they did build right here is a new big apartment complex too. They built right here. Of course, that's been a little bit controversial because Farragut has been mostly single-family homes for years. Anchor 934 apartments, of course, Anchor was Farragut. It was named from the David Farragut, who was an admiral in the U.S. Navy. Here are some of these new Kroger over here on my left. Over here to some of these new there's an Aldi grocery store. Bradley's Gift and Home. Oh, this is brand new Contest Therapy Studio. Donut store, Parlor Donuts, Chase Bank. This right here straight in front of me is Farragut High School. Just go straight up this road right here and turn left, and there's Farragut High School. Like I said, has the highest rated schools in the system, or high school in the Knoxville metro area. That or Maryville High School, probably. And then just about a mile up the road up here is Turkey Creek Shopping Center. Like I said, the big shopping center. I'll go over here just for a second, and then over here, if I turn right and go out through here, this, like I said, this is Kingston Pike or Lee Highway again. And I'm about to actually cross here just in a second. I'm about actually to go into the Knoxville city limits here in just a minute. Because right here is on the border of the Knoxville Farragut city limits. Like I said, you can take this road for about 15 miles from here and all the way into downtown Knoxville. Several new shopping centers have been built here in the past couple of years too, right here. Premier Eye Care. There's another new shopping center being built. There's the old Farragut mini golf too, that's been there for many years, and golf court and golf cart. O'Reilly. And now coming up here on the left, of course, something people ask about all the time is the only Costco in the Knoxville metro area is right here on my left. Bank of America, and Costco's behind the Bank of America right there. And then up at this red light, if you turn left and go about a half a mile, you will hit the entrance to Turkey Creek Shopping Center. And that is the road's slipping my name now. Now I'm in the Knoxville city limits now. So we're out of left Farragut, and now I'm in Knoxville city limits right here in West Knoxville. Like I said, there is all kinds of shopping up all on this road here for miles to Kingston Pike. The main mall in Knoxville is about 5-6 miles right here from here on Kingston Pike, called Westtown Mall. Of course, there you have all your major typical mall stores. Cheesecake Factory, Dick's House of Sports. There's a Dutch Brothers Coffee. They're starting to expand out here now. Of course, Whataburger has announced building Whataburger here down at the University of Tennessee. Of course, then they'll probably build them all around. Then In-N-Out probably will be building some restaurants here in a couple of years too, because they've started building their new East Coast headquarters in Franklin, Tennessee by Nashville, so they'll start expanding all over Tennessee. There's Covenant Health Hospital west. All right. And coming up here is Pellissippi Parkway. If you turn right there and go about 10 miles, you'll run into Alcoa again and the Knoxville Airport. And then if you turn left, you'll go back, you can go to Oak Ridge, Hardin Valley Community, which is another fast-growing community on the other side of Interstate 40 in Knox County. There's Calhoun's Barbecue Restaurant. That's a popular local restaurant chain. They have one in downtown Knoxville on the Tennessee River. Said. But that is going to be my tour of Farragut. If you want to see more of East and Middle Tennessee, just comment below, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching this video.